All right, so we are very excited, very, very privileged tonight to have our guest trainer here in this area, right here in the room with us. She has been here all week. I know her team has kept her extremely busy, so hopefully she's not too tired here, but I work with this lady on a consistent basis, and I know she has a ton of energy. She has actually trained a couple times on the big stage out in one of our national conventions. She is a Golden App Award winner. She can tell you what that means, but that's pretty impressive. She knows how to make a lot of money. She knows all the facts. She is one of the she is the regional manager up in Northern California, and she is right here in the room with us tonight. What I like to say is she has a background in corporate America, but she likes to stay at home in her slippers with her 2 dogs now, and she does prepaid legal full-time. So with that said, please help me welcome to the front of the stage $100,000 ring earner, Miss Kai Deering.
Well, I will tell you a couple quick things. One is Miss Melville is, for lack of a better word, just truly the bomb diggity. We love Lisa Melville. We've been able to work with her on our team together, and she's truly hit the top position, a courageous leader, and living an incredible lifestyle. In fact, we flew over your house today, a beautiful house, so please give it up again for Miss Melville. She's incredible. And I want to congratulate all of you for being here, because I realize that it's snowing right now. How long has it been snowing outside? We've been inside for a couple hours. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, well, good stuff. Well, give yourselves a big, huge hand for being here. We're proud of you as well. Who was able to be at any of the other events that we did the last week here or so? Okay, good stuff. A few of you. So I just want to make sure I don't be too repetitive, but I want to make sure new people kind of know a little bit about my Dun & Bradstreet. My background, like you said, was corporate America. But let me just talk to you a little bit about how people make money. Is that okay? Because I think we're going to set the stage here, because I think some of us apologize for being involved in this industry. And if you understood the way people make money, I think you would understand more about how exciting it is to be involved in the network marketing industry, and I think we would have a lot less people apologizing and being embarrassed or ashamed of being in one of the best industries on the planet. And so I wish someone would explain this to me. I didn't even know I was involved in network marketing until like a year later, and it scared me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in network marketing, I better quit, right? Because I didn't understand the industry. Once somebody explained it to me, when I'm explaining it to you, I embraced the industry and started having fun, and it just became an incredible opportunity. And so, first way people make money is really just trading time for money. And that could be anything from blue collar to corporate America. It just doesn't matter. But how many people know that that can be a very scary place to be? So we call it blue collar anytime that you're working with your physical body to make money. Okay? So it could not be somebody who works on cars. It could not also be a doctor. If anything were to happen to your physical body, you could not perform the functions of that position. That would be scary to be out of work. Corporate America, same thing, trading time for money, right? If anything were to happen to you there, you had a relative that gets sick, you had to take some time off, would you agree your income would stop? Yep. And so how do people know that that's scary? And the only difference truly between being at a corporate America job, as far as I'm concerned, think about what it is. You're in a cubicle, looks a little bit like a prison cell. Right? You get to bring a picture of a friend or two that you put up there. Maybe have a plan. I think the only difference between those of us that have ever been in corporate America and those of people that are incarcerated is that they know where they are. We don't always know where we are. Would you agree? And so some of us try to go after some of these corporate America folks and blue-collar folks that are trading time for money, and we start to assault them. Anybody been there before with prepaid legal? And they may not know that where they're at is probably not the best safety. And everybody knows now that when they say corporate, I want a safe, secure job, that's an oxymoron. But we remember, before your eyes were open, before the veil was lifted off, before you understood that corporate America wasn't going to save you, how many people loved corporate America, for real? And so a lot of times the young people we're trying to assault, they haven't been around corporate America long enough to know that it's not that it's all cracked up to be. There's nepotism, and you can be fired at any time, you get the wrong boss. And so we got to go a little easy on these folks, because those are the same folks that always act like everything's all good. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And so let's just go a little easy on those folks. Second way that we make money is 100% sales commission. How many people know somebody who's done 100% sales commission? Anybody in this room done 100% sales commission? So that's sort of a natural progression, would you agree? You get a little fed up and sick and tired of trading time for money, maybe working harder than the cube mate next to you, and you're thinking we're making the same. This is for the birds. I might as well go out, and if I'm going to work this hard, go out and get a 100% commission sales job. And that's what happened to me. I'm still a W-2 employee. I went out and I had this sales job, and I thought, how interesting. I paid a lot in taxes, and I still had the same headaches that I had in corporate America. And here's the scary thing. Salespeople are really scary for our business. One is they have a lot of bad, nasty habits. Anybody in sales know what I'm talking about? You have to unlearn those folks about sales. And the second thing is they think they're always as good as their best month. So if somebody has, let's say, a 5-figure month, let's say it's in real estate or corporate sales, and their lifestyle starts to move up to that best month. And then what happens is there's a falter, a skip in their 100% commission income, and that's called scary as well. Would you agree? So in corporate America, or trading time for money on blue collar, you're really either one injury or one person that doesn't like you away from being out of work. In your sales position, because there's not usually leverage or residual income in those, you're one bad month away from really being on the brink of bankruptcy. And so what I think a lot of people do, what's the next progression do you think people do to make money? They start their own business. So I did that too. Hey, right? Do you have any business owners in here? So think about it. You go out and you open your own business because you think, well, now I'm going to get some leverage. I'm going to hire some employees. And then you end up with a daycare, right? Because so now you got employees and headache and paperwork, and the thing that you love to do, you no longer do. So maybe you're like Dr. Hughes. You love being a chiropractor, but now that you've opened your own shop, you're not really putting a whole lot of hands on people. You're hiring people to do that, right? Because you've got to be involved in the business, and that's really not a great place to be. So we talked about, there was a restaurant owner that said, hey, I love to cook. Now I'm a restaurant owner, I'm not doing a whole lot of cooking anymore. Wasn't that you? We were talking about now you're not doing what you love. We've got people that used to make cookies. They love cookies. Now they own their own cookie store. They're not making cookies anymore. So you end up wearing all of these different hats, and basically it sucks the life out of you. And everybody knows if you own your own business, it truly owns you, because if you ever take a vacation, get sick, do your employees ever take care of your business the way you would want to take care of your own business? And so can we agree that blue collar, corporate America, 100% sales commission, business owner, there are inherently flawed things with all of those? And so when I got to look at prepaid legal services and understood the network marketing industry, that we don't make money off people, we make money with people, right? That it's cooperative marketing. Actually, no matter whose team you're on, the better you do, the better I do. Because let's say Richard goes out, makes a 6-figure income in his first 6 months, no experience, can't I tell his story and be more successful in my business? Yep. Yes. And so it's a really interesting thing that here, truly, everybody wants you to succeed for the most part. There's always some, few negative people out there, but that's in any industry. But for the most part, we all get to work together. I bring a guest, you help me, right? You have some questions, we'll work with you at the after events. And so I've never seen anything like this. When I owned my own business, do you think any other insurance agents wanted to help me? Well, let me tell you everything I know, how I market and all that stuff. No, I'm a competitor. Think about this, in 100% sales commission, there's a lot of cutthroat things going on, wasn't there? So no one's ever as committed to helping you, and in corporate America, you're just as far away as someone to stab you in the back. So I gotta tell you, when you really understand this industry, the leverage that it supplies you, the freedom that it allows you, the income that it allows you, when you look at any other options out there, there really are no other options. So it's sort of like once your eyes are open, they can never close again. And so I know that's why you all are here, because you wouldn't be here if you had something better somewhere else. Would you? So when I say all that to say, we gotta quit apologizing and being embarrassed for what we do, because what we do is the best cooperative marketing, the best way to make money on the planet. So are you guys excited about that? Yes. All right, so now we're going to tell you a little bit about, because sometimes we got to get people's heads screwed on a little bit straight so they understand the vehicle that they have. And so if network marketing is the ultimate vehicle, I think, in my opinion, to make money, have time and lifestyle and freedom as well, would you agree that you're in the Cadillac of all companies? Yes. It has the best compensation plan. We have an incredible new marketing arm with Mid-Ocean Partners, going to be coming up here in July timeframe. And so there's no reason why we all just shouldn't skyrocket to the top. But we all, my favorite thing about network marketing is we all start at the same place. So I can't say, hey, is it Susan? So I can't be like, hey Susan, can I start as an executive director? I'll pay more, and I'll just start as an executive director. No, we all start as a 149 or 249 associate, put our little dotted line, our name on the dotted line. Some of us have 2 dates, right? The date that we sign it and then the date that we actually do something. Everyone been there before? And so we all start at the same position. And so would you agree it's all about the new person? Because that's where the superstars come from. And so we're going to talk to you about how a new person is going to get paid. And we already talked about the vehicle that we're in. Would you agree the vehicle is pretty good? So we're going to click on that one. And so what I want to share with you is the most important thing is getting somebody a belief check. Because I think as soon as they get started, right, it's only when they sign their associate agreement, it's only really an agreement to continue to keep recruiting them. Just because they sign it, does that mean they're in forever? No, they go into the witness protection program, you never see them again, you're like, this person was all gung-ho. And so if we don't hurry up and get them paid quickly, what happens is they leave this environment, this warm, cozy, great environment, and they go out into the real winter of the world, and they get eaten alive. Somebody says, boo, and they're out. And here's what happens is, we get this, how many people saw this right away? You see it on the first level, and you're like, oh, this thing's great, I'm signing up. Okay, keep your hands up if it took you 2 exposures. How about 3 exposures? Anybody to take 4 exposures? Anybody over 5 exposures? How about 7 exposures? It took me about 7 exposures to get started with prepaid legal services. So, think about this too. So by the time they actually sign the paperwork, they've given it a lot of thought. They've allowed themselves to dream again. Isn't that really what it boils down to? They think, gosh, what if I could really do something different? What if I could really have... So we don't really sell legal and identity theft solutions here. We sell hopes and dreams that really those things that you put on the shelf for so long ago, you can actually dust those off and start dreaming again. But here's the challenge is, think about this. When you first get started with in your life, right? You have birthdays, people celebrate them, don't they? You get good grades at school. They put them in little books, right? Little memory books with your grades in there. Woohoo, good grade. You graduate from they make big things out of grade school now, right? They graduate from grade school, they get these big parties. And junior high, bigger parties. In high school, they send you to Europe, right? Or you graduate from college and they throw you another big party, right? Woo, way to go, right? You get married. What happens? They throw you a big wedding and a big party. And then you have kids and they throw you a big party. And then you get a big promotion at your job and they throw you a big party. Then you go off and you open your own, brick and mortar restaurant or business or whatever, and everyone's excited and they throw you a big party. And then you go, hey, I got started with prepaid legal services. Like, what did you do that stupid thing for? And so it's uneducation. Do you get that? And so what happens is, that's what happens to the people that are here. They get excited, they sign up, they go home, they don't understand why somebody else is poo-pooing their dreams. And here's what I know inherently, a couple of things. One is, there are just sometimes negative people out there. And by you pursuing your dreams, by you doing something that's outside of the box, it actually threatens them. Because understand why that threatens them. They no longer can live in excuses and blame anymore because you're stepping out on faith and doing something different. Now, the fact that they're stuck where they're at and complaining, get this, they're complaining about their jobs, complaining about this, complaining about that. You no longer are complaining anymore, you're dreaming. Doesn't that make them think small and feel small? So what it is, it's like crabs in a pot. You're stepping out doing something incredible, they're going to grab you and hold you down. You've seen crabs in a pot, you pull one and a whole bunch come with it. They don't want to let you go. Most of your friends and family, neighbors, people that you think are really close to you, they don't want you to get too low, you break up, they go, oh, we're so sorry, right? Put your arm around you and all that good stuff. They also, too, the reverse is true as well. They don't want you to get too high. It's a fact. And so if we think about this, those same people that are negative about your business are probably people that were always a little bit negative to you, but you just didn't see it for whatever reason because maybe you had history with them. Do you get that? And don't we forgive a lot of things because of history? You've been friends with them forever, and you're like, oh yeah, that's just how she is. But I'm telling you, if someone's dogging your business, if someone is being mean to you about your dreams and telling you it's not going to happen for you, and really being rude to you about your business, do you know they're not your friend? I'm so sorry. And so part of the problem with prepaid legal services when we're new is that people, it's very painful for them to realize that the friends that they have sometimes aren't really their friends, don't really have their back, aren't really for them. Because do you know the people closest in your life, not everyone is for you. And this is the ultimate equalizer. People can really see, it makes you see things that were already there. And so associations are everything. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But how many people know that's totally true 100% if you've been with prepaid legal for any length of time? And so this is why we get into these rooms like this, because associations are everything. People here have your back. People here are excited for your success. You can tell them your dreams, and they go, yeah, you can do that, right? You tell them you're excited about how your life's going to turn out and owning your own plane, have somebody fly it for you all the time. That's what Chad was saying today. And I'm like, go baby, go, right?